Hey everyone！ 上個禮拜 CPI data 喺美國比預期差好多，所以道瓊斯指數跌超過1200點喺一日之內 ，S&P 500、Nasdaq 同樣失法 really bad。呢個禮拜嘅 focus 就會喺 Fed meeting 美國聯儲局啦，究竟佢哋係會加0.75厘息啊、1厘息啊？同埋星期四英國銀行公會 Bank of England 亦都好大機會會加息。咁大家會知道啦，加息對股票市場多數都係有壞影響，但係我覺得今個禮拜股市可能會做一個假動作先。Bitcoin 今日跌破咗19,000，Ethereum 亦跌穿咗1300美金。我仲覺得佢仲會跌得多啲添。我會 explain more， 但一陣間喺圖表嘅時候。除咗每一個禮拜你可以喺 YouTube 睇得到我 planning 之外，其實你可以 join 我個 Discord community。The Discord community 你可以 follow 我哋嘅 trade 啦，亦如果有問題關於 trading， 你可以直接同我聯絡。如果你想 join 我哋嘅 community， 非常之簡單，最重要嘅就係 subscribe 喺我哋 YouTube channel， 同埋 drop 個 comment 俾我，我就會 add 你去我哋嘅 community 嗰度。Thank you. Okay, as usual, I'm going to start off with the S&P 500. So you can see that was the initial sell-off from the CPI data, but the momentum is not very strong, okay? You can see, let me explain a bit more. Drop down to hourly, you will see a bit more clearer. You can see it dropped and then made a base and then it breaks again, and now it made a double bottom. So we could see this tomorrow, range like that. And then I have a feeling no matter how much they are going to increase the interest rate, we may see a spike up and then maybe roll lower. Why that level over there? I will go back up to a time frame, maybe a 4 hour. You see that is quite a bit of interaction in there. Okay. Quite a bit of interaction, so we could see that 3,960 area and then continue to go lower. Another option is it could spike up maybe back to the monthly pivot. This 3,950 is a weekly pivot. Let me just show you weekly pivot. Pivot acts as an extra layer support resistance, so you can see this is why I like it. Mix it with the support and resistance and pivot. Okay, so 3,900 and around 60 area is the weekly pivot. Also coincide, if you go back up to daily, coincide with the EMA. So the 20 EMA is coming. So I think that could be the area that we will see another leg lower on the S&P 500, could potentially go to 3,400, depending on the price action. Okay, but I am planning to be a seller. Another option is we could see, which I rather rather not, is going back up to this monthly pivot area, which I got a blue box at the moment, so just under the 4,100, 4,060 area, we could spike up to that. So pay attention to it. The best way to try and time it is correlation. Go to Nasdaq and see. So that's two potential area. First is the weekly pivot. You can see the EMA catching up, loads of interaction around here. Okay. So I like that area. So under 12,000 area would be the area. So around 12,000 weekly pivot. Or if that can't find a rejection, we may see a spike up to the top channel, which is here. And if I change it to a monthly pivot, I think it's just there. Yeah, just under that. So try and correlate them together, and that should work in your favor a bit stronger. Moving on to the two other index I might potentially that I want to sell is the CAT. If you guys know, I'm out of it now. Last week I said as soon as it below this area, the top channel, all those two fake out. I like this interaction in here under the weekly pivot right now. So it's 6,183. I did take a breakout and I'm out of it, totally out of it. You can see now it's potentially going back to a phase 2 trade. So let's watch a rejection maybe here or the top channel again to take it short. All right. So that's my plan on the French index. Okay, so I want to sell that. And I potentially want to sell the Euro stock as well. So I've got an area that's a bit more bearish. So an area around this 3,560 coincide with the weekly pivot. So best way is see after the FOMC meeting, which is Wednesday night or Thursday morning. So my trading could be quite limited for from Monday to Wednesday, but which is not a bad thing. I can do other things, you know, back test or go back to my live, go and get coffee, do whatever I want, really, just rather than just force the market to do something that might not happen. Okay. Moving on to the forex. Last week, as you know, I was in euro dollar. I already posted it that it was here, and then I took profit out. Now let's start off with the dollar index first. You can see price action, just not very bullish, isn't it? That's why I closed it. I was multiple trade anyway. I just wanted a jab, so a quick profit. This is definitely not bullish at the moment. You can see a high test, low test inside, and then a high test bar. It's a lot of confliction at the minute. So let's drop down to hourly and see what the picture show us clearer. You see, I've already got like a trend lines, a big sort of head and shoulder pattern going on in a minute, right? So we could see this break and then come back to around this 108.20 area, which made a double bottom on a daily, and I think we'll see it go higher. So back to this 111 area, monthly R2. So we're weekly R2 area. So this is the, I'm looking for a rejection basically from the FOMC meeting. I know it's highly anticipated they are going to raise interest rate, and a lot of traders probably think like, yeah, let's position ourselves to buy the dollar. You know, trading CFD or spread betting is a highly leveraged way, risky trading. You have to really wait for the rules and buy at the next higher low, follow your plan. You can't just go in and randomly put a trade on hoping the fundamental will do you a favor. Doesn't work like that. Remember, I'm a technical trader, so I think this is looking tired, needs to recharge back to this area before I'll take it long. So I will sit here patiently and wait for the opportunity to arrive to me. So the flip side then, I will still want to sell the euro dollar. Euro dollar is probably a bit clearer. I have on the daily. So you can see this neckline area. So I think we may see a spike up back to this area first and then charge lower. So that's my plan for the moment. When will that happen? Likely again after the FOMC meeting. So the 102 area, around just under the 102 area, would be the area that I'll be looking to sell the euro again. Pound is on my list as well to sell. Last week we see a drop, roll lower. I think we are going to hopefully reject this weekly pivot and then this, but I'll correlate with euro dollar before I take action on pound anyway. Another two pair, well, Aussie and Kiwi is not on my list, is making a base. You can see it's a big channel. Let me just get rid of the pivot. We are on this channel support on Aussie at the moment, so it might bounce, but I don't really have a very clean level. It could be on the R1, it could be here, but I don't really like could be. That's a better option. I can see it clearly on euro, and the pound's been weak. The other one that has been quite weak is the Canadian dollar. Where to? A lot of spike through this area, so we could see a pullback back to the previous high zone, so around this area here, to take it long. But I think I will use that as a reference to sell the euro rather than Sell the Canadian dollar, just personal preference. Swissy, actually, I might entertain if it makes a double bottom in this blue box 95 area. Clean price action, I might take it long on dollar Swiss. Sounds strange, but Swissy, yeah, if you present nicely, I will do that. I don't trade that awful lot, but you know, that's I can see a very nice clean zone around this area. That's why I'm considering to trade that. So dollar Swiss is on the list. Dollar yen. Dollar yen is ranging in here, so it's not really top of my list, but if I can see it make a base around this 20 EMAs area, maybe I would take it long. But I won't take all the dollar pair. Although I want to be a dollar buyer, I won't take all the pairs. I'll handpick which one is the best, the cleanest, and maybe find out the strength and weaknesses, and hopefully pick the best opportunity to trade. Finally, cryptocurrency. Right, let's start off with Bitcoins first. I mean, you can see it's now trying to break this 19,000 zone many times. Remember, 2017, the 1920K was the high, and this is now the support. I said in a multiple occasion, if this is the bottom, we should see buyer jump back in. We shouldn't test it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Think about it as a defense. The more attack you take in, the weaker the defense becomes. So now it's been attacking so many times, and we still cannot see the reinforcement, the buyer step back in. Therefore, I think this will break based on just price action. However, I have a very powerful data commitment of traders. The commitment traders shows the smart money where they're positioning, and it is still very, very bearish at the moment. It's a bit more advanced, so I don't really want to draw into it too much. If you do like it, I'll drop a link below. It's my friend's website. It's called marketmakeclear.com. You can see a lot of seasonal data and also the commitment traders on there as well. Okay. The final one is Ethereum. So Ethereum, last week I said already, this is not bullish. They have the biggest merge and people think, yes, it must be good news. I'm a technical trader, so I don't trade news. I trade the reaction produced by the news though. Obviously, when the news happens, it drops and break this head and shoulder pattern. Now, what am I going to do? I like it. I wanted to retest this neckline. It's also coincide with the weekly pivot, 50 and 20 EMA cross. So like this, I will look for good price action, sell it, and take some profit in previous low. Let another run to around maybe the $800 area. Okay, so this is pretty much my plan this week. I want to buy the US dollar. I still think we're going to see more downside on the stock market, so I will be a seller on the stock market, and my main plan for crypto is to be a seller for Ethereum. If you do have any question, you can drop me a message on Discord or a comment in YouTube channel. You'll get a quicker response on Discord because my partner and myself will be there to answer, and we'll also member there to help you out. Again, if you're not a member, it's very simple. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, drop me a comment, then I'll add you there for free. Otherwise, see you guys next time. Happy trading, healthy investing. Peace.